Hello everyone, this is my presentation for cryptocurrency and the emerging era of decentralization. Blockchain entails P2P network management, consensus mechanism, and more, all contributing to the creation of a decentralized application. Consistency should be really a pillar for government ethical decision making. They are an emerging technology that aims at the current financial system in hopes that change can account for a more fair and stable system. Crypto is also known as decentralized currency, meaning not one person or government has control over the currency. Crypto is formed on blockchain, making it incredibly difficult to manipulate, replicate, or falsify. Governments and countries are unsure how to handle crypto and either made rash decisions or created legislation. Normal citizens seem to be on board with decentralization and crypto as a whole. Questions to consider is how the world reacted to the rapid climbing in popularity and resources that seem to possess. Is it ethical? Is decentralization ethical to the people, to the governments? These are important points to consider. We can investigate if this is good for the government, countries, and people. Government doesn't understand how to manage this new currency, and people, on the other hand, find uses of it. Crypto backbone, the blockchain, has information linked to each other and builds information chain. Also reached $65,000. The technology works with other networks that brings it together and is secure. Is a prime technology behind crypto. Satoshi Nakamoto was the first to put currency on the blockchain and is the creator of Bitcoin. It's considered decentralized as a database is shared with a network of different computers. It's accessible to everyone and it is not controlled by nations or governments, but is run by the people. The blockchain is essentially a ledger that has miners checking inputs, making it virtually impossible to manipulate maliciously. What is a blockchain and why is it revolutionary? It provides short transaction settlement time and exchange assets without the use of third parties, such as banks or credit card companies. It is either untraceable or can be untraceable using different methods on the blockchain. Currency isn't the only thing that can be tied to a blockchain. Art is being put on the blockchain in the form of non-fungible tokens. Other technologies are trying to find ways to tie their craft to a blockchain since it's more lucrative and secure. Adopters called themselves revolutionary and made millions, while those with less money were more scarcely persuaded to adopt because of the fear of losing their money. The government also doesn't understand how the technology works and it could be used illegally. It has been used to fund criminal enterprises. Millionaires are posing up daily too because of crypto, with the world shocked as this seems to be in its infancy and has minimal limits not ever seen by a currency before. Some countries banned it, some adopted it, others were indifferent. People of all nations seem to adopt it as a radical solution to a system they believe are not supporting their ideals. Also, it has a tremendous impact on different social classes. People believe crypto may give them a fighting chance since the 1% are not able to control it with money and influence. It worries nations and governments as they're not able to control the flow, creation, and systems of wealth. The amount of power it requires to mine is egregious and pollutes the environment at higher rates than many other resources. Younger generations love it, older generations don't understand it. In most technologies, there's an adoption by the friction by the old. The government hates the fact that it's virtually untraceable and secure. The United States is threatening legislation daily, and China has already banned it outright. It's a tough product to grasp for the technology challenge. Centralized money is the right to exchange money without the use of a third party, such as bank or credit card transaction company. A decentralized ownership using cryptocurrency is the best solution available that could possibly solve the problems of asset management and proof of ownership. People are supportive of the blockchain, believe it will improve the efficiency of economic systems by removing many current patterns of exchange and production, improving economic efficiency. People also can't get enough of the decentralization, often making money with higher incentives of growth compared to their banking brethren. Is it ethical to go against your government system, or is it ethical for the government to force you into their system? Decentralized control is considered a threat or alternative to conventional centralized banking system. Blockchains are supposed to operate by consensus, as critical decisions are made by a very small group of agents of influence. We should have the right to privacy and the right to choose what we invest in with our money. An argument that's trying to be made calling for crypto not to be referred to as decentralized. However, the normal system of crypto is very decentralized in the sense that it avoids the normal financial system completely. People using crypto perceive it as true freedom. The idea of decentralization may be more of a fairy tale, and the power lies when the software developers creating the currency. As time goes on, the technology emerges from its infancy. It should become more solidified and pure. The blockchain is too revolutionary to ignore since it's extremely difficult to falsify. The blockchain holds tremendous amounts of value in a world where we hear about a big hack every month. Taking our choice away to keep themselves in power may be unethical and even unconstitutional. Cryptocurrencies are trying to change the financial system by giving the everyday person another option and not abiding by the current financial system. Crypto has both ethical and non-ethical issues associated with it. It depends which side you fall on, the citizens or nations or government. Decentralization will either be the saving grace or the triumphant defeat of cryptocurrency. Governments may deem decentralization a problem and try to stop people from using it with legislation or outright banning it completely, as China has already done so. The public seems to like the fact that they have options and believe it is a part of their freedom to have options, regardless of who they are, inherently making wealthier by doing so. It's going to be an interesting decade. Majority of the youth love the fact that crypto fights back against what they deem an unjust system. If developers can create a more environmentally friendly method to crypto mining, it will be a bigger hit with companies and organizations trying to have a better environmental footprint. Governments will have come to conclusions on this topic and either steer into the evolution or try to squash it. Consistency should be a pillar for government ethical decision making. Thanks for listening in and hope to see you in the next video.